Start with the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most grateful. Dear students of class 6, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome you in Pakistan International School, TIFE's virtual learning system. Hope, dear students, you are working hard and you are fit and fine. Dear students, today we have English lecture number 40. English lecture number 40, grade 6, lesson 25. Today we are going to learn lesson number 25, and the name of the lesson is the library. You are well aware about the word library, and you have in your school as well. So today we will learn library, how to use the books which are present in the library, what is the actual way. So this is guided English book, dear students, and we will learn page number 131 to 135. And here is your teacher, Sarfraz Nadeem. So let's start the lesson number 25, the library from guided English book. Here we are, dear students, on page number 131, lesson 25, the library. A library is a collection of books, and the person who looks after it is called a librarian. The person who looks the library look after is called a librarian. A library may be quite small, owned by one person, or it may be large, like the Liaquat Memorial Library in Karachi. Dear students, why there is a name of the Liaquat Memorial Library in Karachi? Because it's the biggest library in Pakistan, in other words. It has nearly 150,000 books. But big or small, a library is there for us to use. You may be lucky enough to have a class library. If so, your teacher will tell you how to use it. Your school may have its own library. Again, your teacher will tell you how to use it. Be sure that you do. A person who does not read books is missing a great deal. To read a book is a quite fun, and even it's a quite energy for every individual, dear students. Nowadays, more and more towns have libraries that may be used by the public. These are large collections of books that anyone living in the town may borrow if he joins the library. Sometimes you may have to pay a small sum of money to join. Sometimes it is free. Dear students, many libraries are there, and there you have to pay. You have to become a member of the library, and monthly or might be 6 monthly, there is a kind of fees that you have to pay. But even there are libraries which are free for all people, like means they are public libraries, in other words. How to join library? How to join a library, dear students? Now this is a way actually how to join. So how to join library? First of all, go to the library and see the cleric and at the desk. You will probably have to sign a form promising to take care of the books. Then you are usually given 2 or 3 tickets with your name and address on them. When you have chosen the books you wish to take home, you take them to the cleric with the tickets. The cleric keeps the tickets until you return the books. He stamps the books with the date. The books must be taken back to the library before this date. Now, dear students, another thing we have to discuss over here, and that is how to find a book. How to find a book. So I think it's quite easy. Most libraries are divided into 3 sections. Now, how many sections? 3. Number 1, reference books, fiction and non-fiction. In the reference section are kept books which may not be taken away from the library. Means reference books, you will not be allowed to take it home. You have to read that books at library, inside of the library, such as which books, encyclopedias and dictionaries. They are called as a reference books. You may take these books from the shelves and read them at one of the tables, but you must not take them outside the library. Number two, the fiction section contains novels or storybooks. The fiction, dear students, they are arranged in alphabetical order according to the author's surname. They are arranged in alphabetical order according to the author's surname, not with name, but surname, like Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. Now, here, dear students, the name Oliver Twist is the name of the book, and the writer is Charles Dickens. So, Dickens is a surname, so it starts with D for Dickens, would be placed under D for Dickens. A book by someone called Daniels would come before it, and it one by one, an author named Donnell would follow it. So D, dear students, then we will say what is after D, what comes? A will I will be like this. Number three is non-fiction section is not quite so simple. Here books are found dealing with all kinds of subjects. They are usually arranged in groups so that all the books on one subject are together and are near books on a similar subject. There are different ways of doing this, but the base known is the Dewey Decimal System, invented by an American called Dewey. Your library probably uses this system. Under this arrangement, books are given a number according to their subject. For example, all books on the history of Pakistan have the number like 954.97. Here 9 means, the first 9 means history, this 5 means Asia, this 4 means the Indo-Pak subcontinent, and 0.97 means Pakistan. The books on this subject are then arranged in alphabetical order according to the author's name. Each book has a card with the other's name, another with the title of the book, and usually another with the subject of the book. These cards are kept in drawers and are arranged in alphabetical order. If we know either the title or the author or the subject, we can find the card. This tells us the number of the book and we can find it easily. So, dear students, this is the actually library. And here it is told that the library is definitely used to read the books, but how to use the library, how to find a book, and how the books are really kept in the library, in which system. Basically, this lesson is telling us this one. Now, dear students, we have a comprehension vocabulary on page number 132. So let's start to solve this comprehension and vocabulary on page number 132. So what is first? What we have to do. We have to exercise A, complete these sentences. The sentences are not completed. We have to complete. You have done some before in lesson 3. Be careful with the spelling. Now we have to be very careful here. Over here is a spelling. Let's see. A person who looks after a library is called a librarian, definitely. And a person who acts is called an what? Who will tell me? A person who acts is called an, what do you call? An actor. Very good. Number 3, a person who advises is called an. Who will tell me? Yes, an advisor. Number 4, a person who has written a book is known as the dash of the book. What we call it is the, yes, author of the book. Well done. Number 5, a person who tells lies is called a liar. But I think you all are good. No one is a lawyer from you. Number 6, a person who assists is called an assistant. Number 7, a person who writes poetry is called a dash. What we call it? Yes, poet. A person who writes poetry is called a poet. Number 8, a person who studies science is called a dash. What do you call this, dear students? Yes, scientist. Very good. Number 9, a person who studies history is called a dash. What do you call? Historian. Yes. And the last, a person who studies geography is called geologist, or in other words, you call geographer. Okay. And number exercise B, we have find words from the passage with the opposite meaning to these. Now, what do we have to do, dear students? Opposite meaning. Yes. So what will be the opposite meaning of here? Very small. This is, I'm not talking about the tell the meaning of the words, but opposite, antonym of the word. So very small. So what do you say? Large. Very small and large, opposite meaning. Number two, unfortunate. You will say lucky. Number three, private. It's a public. Number four, multiply, divided. Number five, fiction, non-fiction. And number six, complicated, easy or simple, in other words. So dear students, we have completed two exercises over here. Exercise A, B, about the comprehension and vocabulary. Let's see what we have another page. Yes, dear students, here we have exercise C. Put these fiction books into alphabetical order by writing one after the first two and after second and so on. Now, this is the exercise C, dear students. We have to write over here. So, yes, how will you say? Number one is Man Against Managers by Jim Corbett. Yes. So, how will you write this? Exercise C. Now, what the number will come over here about it? The number is 2. Why? Because it starts with C. If it start A, we will give one number. If C, 2. A Tale of Two Cities by, yes, dear students, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens is what number is given over here? 3. And Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen is the number 1. And Treasure Island by R.L. Stevenson is number 5. Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne is called number 6. And the last, the Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is number 4. Then we have these oral exercises over here. What we have to do, we have to read the table one. Now, here is the place where he was born. He went to the place where she learned to dance. We visited the place where the accident happened. He returned to the town where he bought the car. And do you know the town where she lost her handbag? This is table one. Here we have table two, dear students. You can read properly that the place where we once lived is even 7 miles away, and the house where he wrote the book has been made into a shop, and the house where he found the money was closed to visitors, and the place where John stayed last year will be rebuilt. Here it is given where the word in second. Number 3, they called on us on the day when the house caught free. Now here is in table 2, where, in table 3, when, and in table 1, what is used, dear students? Where also. Jane came to stay on the day when the monkeys escaped. We returned home at the very moment when the police arrived, and everyone ran outside at the time when the roof fell in, and I started to rain at the time when he started to paint the house. Now, dear students, we have exercises about the written exercises. Here we have written exercise to solve. Number 1, join these sentences together using where, leave out the words in italics. Now, dear students, two sentences are given, and we have to make one sentence like, this is the place, dot, I was born here. Now, we have to join these both sentences, and we have to write one sentence like, this is the place where I was born. Okay? He left the town, he had been brought up there. So, what will be the answer of this, dear students? Who will tell me from you? Very easy. Yes. So, what you will write here? Who will tell me? Yes. He left the town. He had been brought up here. So we are going to write the answer here. Yes. So this is, you can see, he, yes, left the town, okay, where he had been brought up. Very easy. Dear students, I think you people can easily write. Number three, that is the school I was educated there. So what do you say? This is the, yes, we will write over here. Sorry, that is the school, okay, where I was educated. Very easy, dear students. What you have to do, you have to join the sentences. Just two are given, and with the helping of this joining word. Okay or not? Let's move to forward. Yes, dear students, we have sentence number 4. Have you found the spot? I left the basket there. So I think very easy for you. Have you? Yes. Have you found the spot? Very good. Where? Yes, where I left the basket. Basket. Where I left the basket. So this is the sentence number 4, dear students. 4. Okay. And it will be number 4 here. Number 5, he stayed at a small hotel. He had stayed there before. So we say he stayed at a small hotel where he had, only I'm writing this, where he, yes, where he had stayed before only. So there will be removed this there. Number 6, the dog ran to a place in the garden. There he had buried his bone. Will be the dog ran to where he had buried. Very good. Buried his bone. Because of time, dear students, I'm just going to make it short. And now exercise B, join the sentence using when. Here we use the word where. Now what we have to use? When. Okay. Number 1 is, I like walking in the monsoon. Okay. And second is, leave out the weather is cooler then. So what we will say, I like walking in the moon when the weather is, yes, when the weather is cooler. The last then will be removed. Okay, dear students. Number 2, do you remember that day last year? It was then you won the prize. So what we will say? Do you remember that day? Yes. Do you remember that day? Okay. When you won the prize. Yes. Very good, dear students. When you won the prize. Number 3, I like to work in the evenings. It is cooler then. So you will say, I like to work in the evening when it is cooler. When it is cooler. Number 4, it will soon be the hottest part of the year. There is no rain then. So it will soon be the hottest part of the year when there is no rain. So only we will give when. The rain then will be removed this then. Okay. Number 5, the ghost appeared at the very moment. We did not expect it then. So we will say the ghost appeared at the very moment when, okay, we did not expect it. We did not, yes, expect, yes, it. And number last, this is the most exciting part of the film. Okay, when the hero, yes, when the hero fights 3 cobras. Okay, so I think, dear students, this exercise B is done also. And let's see what we have exercise in exercise C. Here, dear students, what we have to do, we have to finish these sentences using where and when. What we have to use? Where and when. Like, they camped at a spot. What you will say? Yes, they camped at a spot So what you say? Where where they could see the mountains. Where they could see the mountains. Okay, dear students, here we have where and when both. Okay. Number two is he arrived on the day or when I was celebrating, yes, my birthday. Okay, my birthday. I was celebrating my birthday. So both you can use the words like where and when. And randomly I will just do number seven. I felt ill at the time when, yes, I stepped out of the aircraft. Out of the aircraft. So these sort of randomly I will do, and just this is your homework. I will definitely will suggest. Number nine, tell me the date. Yes, tell me the date when they will come. When they will come. Great or not, dear students? Great. Number 10, the fort was built at a time when Aurangzeb was using over India. Number 11, he was born in the year, he was born in the, yes, number 11 I'm talking about, when there was a drought. So dear students, the rest of is the homework. You just complete it and send it to me. And I will be waiting for this. Dear students, let's what we have again next. Dear students, here we have a by, a use of the by in useful words and phrases. She sat by the window. They traveled by land, by sea, and by air. This room measures 20 feet by 10. The house was destroyed by fire. What is the time by your watch? Please be here by 9 o'clock. They came into the room one by one. He worked by day and by night, and she was sewing by the light of lamp. Now, word by is used with different ways. Finish the sentence by using by here. So what we have to do, dear students, we have to finish this by. So number one is, did you come here? What will he? Did you come here by? Yes, by sea. Very easy. Number two, we have to reach school by 7. Yes, in the morning. By 7 in the morning. Very good. Number three, some animals sleep by day, okay, and hunt, and is already given, and hunt by night. Very good. Number four, the window was broken. Yes, by the window was broken. Yes, by my brother, or any you can write over here. Very easy. Number five, the tree had been blown down by the storm. Yes. And number six, the top of my desk measures 30 inches by 24 inches by, yes, 24 inches. And then number seven, they passed a car which was parked by the school building. By the school building. And the last, your watch must be slow because it is 10 o'clock by mine. By mine. So, dear students, the useful words and phrases also done. We used over here the different ways of the word by. Dear students, all about today's lecture. As I told you, your homework is on page number 134. Finish the sentence using where and when. Finish your homework and send it to me. I will be there to check your homework, and if you have any query, any problem regarding today's lecture, you can ask me. Today we learned unit 25 about the library. And exercise also done. Any query, any problem, I'm available at the Zoom. Come and ask any question if you have. This is all about today's lecture. See you in next lecture, dear students. Thank you and goodbye. Allah Hafiz.